Hey everybody, Dr. Scott.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ellen.
We have some exciting news. We've been working hard writing a book on PANS and PANDAS. And so you may know that we are the Pandas Docs on Instagram and have made it a focus of our practice to see patients with PANS and PANDAS.
So why don't you tell people a little bit about what PANS and PANDAS is, and then we can go from there.
Sure, absolutely. So PANS is Pediatric Acute Onset Neuropsychiatric Syndrome. One of the types of PANS is PANDAS. So what happens in PANS is children will develop sudden, severe OCD or restrictive eating, and then they will develop other significant neuropsychiatric symptoms: difficulty writing, difficulty walking, trouble urinating, severe insomnia, and a lot of really defiant behavior. And the change really seems to happen overnight. And the cause behind PANS is either an infection or a toxin or both. So classically, the first type of PANS described was PANDAS, which was PANS that came from a strep infection. And now we know that this syndrome can happen, PANS can be caused by mycoplasma infection or by some of the tick-borne illnesses like Lyme disease, and even from some toxins. Mold exposure tends to be a significant one in our practice, and we are among the first to write about that. We really felt like we needed to write a book down and help people, both parents and physicians, to manage this disorder.
The number of people that we're hearing about in the community, across the country, worldwide, perhaps you even know somebody themselves who has a child that went from, normal behavior to overnight radically different behavior, is really scary. Those numbers are scary. And that's really why we're passionate about it. We had that own experience in our own family, many of you know, with our daughter. And we didn't have the answers. We didn't have an approach that made sense or was going to help us. And so we were kind of left on our own to figure it out, which we've since done, and really used our own personal experience to be able to help hundreds of families really become what we call fully functional. And so that's the purpose of our book, is we want to provide hope and healing. It's such a scary place to be as a parent, and we know that it's difficult to find the right answers out there.
And we really wanted to provide a book that was both a resource for parents to let them know, you're not crazy. Your child does have a problem, and it is a medical problem with a medical solution. And so we wanted to provide this resource for parents, but also provide a resource for physicians. So there was a time, just not too many years ago, where very, very few physicians believed in PANS or PANDAS and treated it, and parents were left feeling that their child just needed, or told they just need to be on psychiatric medication. This was just sort of some grand accident. Now we know differently, but even in the community setting where some physicians are starting to see these children, the approach sometimes feels rather limited. These children may be given antibiotics or steroids or IVIG, and all those things can be instrumental in recovery, but there's a good proportion of those patients that end up coming to see us because they have repeated flares even after those conventional treatments.
And so this is why we've decided to write this book, using our 5 steps to becoming fully functional. We can apply it to any medical condition, but certainly for these families, for the physicians. And I would say it's a resource not just for parents as well as doctors, but also for psychologists, for schools, for anybody that deals with children, quite frankly. And we're super excited about it. We have our 5 steps to becoming fully functional that we really use in this book to show you how to identify and reduce and optimize and support and personalize, because our goal is for you to have children that are successful and happy, and the children that you once knew who have now since radically changed, and to be able to get your life back, not just for the child, but for you as a whole family unit.
That's right, and we address that in the book. Of course, the support pillar of becoming fully functional. There's a lot of resources that we will put in the book, things that you can take to your school to help your child if they should need an IEP. things to tell your family and your friends to help them better understand this, and even some information and helpful labs lists, the orders that you can take to your physician. And if they will work with you and partner with you to help your child get better, that's really our greatest desire for that to happen.
And when we were experiencing this ourselves, there was nothing. There was nothing out there. And so the driving force for us is always to provide what I said, hope and healing to you as a family. And so we are super excited that we are able to put our knowledge on paper that's going to help thousands of people really see the results that you need to see. So it's coming soon. You can be excited. We're super excited about it. We'll share more about it as the time gets closer, but there's all that editing and all that fun stuff we have to do behind the scenes first.
So we really look forward to giving you this book to help you and to help your physician, to help your child, and to help your family.
Have a great day. You'll hear from us soon.